blinking and pale and, you know, having lived on junk food and sat down on your backside for 3.5 months wishing you could be a bit healthier, and you come into a fantastic studio like this and you record it with fantastic musicians, and that's kind of it, you know. It's like you don't really get to meet that many people. Your world is the world of the music, of the movie. I mean, each one of these movies presents you with the same mountain to climb, but a different set of obstacles in the way, and all you know is that you can't really take the same route that you took last time. In a way, you know, you could write the same score to the same, you know, 3 movies if you really wanted to. You know, the character is essentially the same, and he's essentially doing the same things in not dissimilar situations. You know, he's being chased or he's chasing, and he's with a girl or he's not with a girl, and he's getting his gadgets and he's using them or he's not. You know, so I mean, the situations that Bond find himself in stay fairly constant, you know, from one film to the next, with obviously, you know, occasional dramatic differences. With Bond, it's like it's a complete world, it's its own universe. The worst thing about action music is just such a lot of notes. You know, it's just like the page is black with notes, and, you know, a lot of them are 6 or 7 minutes long, these sequences, and they're usually quite fast. So nice slow music is less notes, so it's a little bit easier as well. As a musician, you know, you always kind of look for like an emotional input to a sequence. You know, sometimes another explosion or another gunshot doesn't give you that. So it's nice when, you know, you get the occasional moments like with Jinx. I tend to save the Bond theme, Monty Norman's Bond theme, I tend to save that until Bond does something, you know, typically Bond-esque. Sometimes if he's in danger, you know, I mean, I'll play it in a darker style, but, you know, I mean, when he comes out over the top of that ice wave, you know, there's really only one thing to play. What I was trying to do on this film, more than perhaps the others, is to try and work with the sound of the orchestra a little differently. I recorded in the hovercraft chase and on the ice chase, I recorded all the strings and the brass and woodwind separately, so I could put them into the computer and actually chop them up and have them playing backwards and upside down, and, you know, distorting them and throwing things in the surround. So you know, there are moments in the hovercraft chase and in the ice chase where orchestral phrases will be playing backwards at the back of the theatre, and then they'll kind of travel around the surrounds to the front where they kind of, you know, solidify, and then other things will be spinning around, you know. So you're kind of playing with the technology a little bit. Of actually writing the music for the chase forwards, then phonetically kind of reversing it. So the music that the musicians play is phonetically backwards of the phrase that I want to hear, and then I get them to play that, and then the recording that they make, I flip it over so it comes back the right way. But ultimately, when you're writing Bond music, it has to sound like Bond music, no matter how many tricks and things that you throw at it, and no matter how contemporary you would like to try and make it feel with electronics and chopping up bits and pieces and distorting things. You know, I think an audience always expects to hear a kind of orchestral presence, you know, to kind of keep harking back to the, you know, the brilliant stuff that John created, you know, and that's that signature sound. So, and as long as I'm doing it, I'm never going to get away from that, you know, because it's, I mean, you'd be stupid to, because it's just perfect.